Hello and welcome to another episode of Frightfully Forgotten Horror Movies, but before we get started, what are we drinking?
Today we're drinking Killer Cane Kolsch.
Nice. Today we're going to bring to you a request by Eric Wilson, and that's 1989's Santa Sangre. It was directed by Alejandro Jodorowsky. He's done a lot of weird surrealistic movies, but he's credited with starting the development of this super epic Dune series in the 70s that never really got off the ground.
10 hours long or something, and
it needs to be that long.
Music by Pink Floyd and that crazy band Magma. It would have been insane. His son stars in this as the main character Phoenix. Blanca Eilis is in this, and she is mostly a Mexican actress, and she's been in tons of stuff. None of it we've ever seen, and you probably haven't seen it either.
The movie starts off with this naked guy sitting on this tree stump. Turns out that he's in an insane asylum. Doctors who come in and they really want him to eat. Come eat. Have a nice meal of fish.
You must eat.
Yeah. You can't stay in here forever. This tattoo of this phoenix on his chest. Turns out that he's in an insane asylum, a flashback to when he was a child. Him and his family ran this circus. We also get introduced to the cast and characters of this weird, crazy circus. There's a tattooed woman, a very lovely looking tattooed lady. Yeah. Phoenix's dad, Orgo, and he's some fat slob drunk, basically.
And he throws knives at the circus.
Yeah, and he's a hypnotist, too. Tattooed woman's daughter, who's a deaf mute, mime on the tightrope.
Gets her to walk in the tightrope and sets fire to it. Come on, go. It's
come on, you stupid girl. Phoenix's mother, Concha, who's part of this congregation at this church called Santa Sangre. We learn that the church is set to be bulldozed. All the members of the church, including Concha, are around protesting it and getting in the way of the bulldozers and stuff, and
wearing those red robes.
Yeah, with the arms on it.
Yeah.
This cardinal guy, this pope guy, all shows up in some limousine, waving to everybody, and yes, we'll stop the demolition of the church. They proceed to take him through and explain what the church is all about. Pool in the middle of the room, and it's red. The church was built on the site where this woman had her arms cut off and she was raped and killed on the site. And the cardinal guy reaches in, he's like, this isn't blood, this is paint!
This is paint!
Yeah.
You crazy woman!
Yeah. You heathen!
They worship this woman as a saint, a false saint, right? And he's all mad about it now.
This is no saint! This is sacrilege! Lets the church get bulldozed. But Concha is the last one to remain at the church to try and stop it, right? She's defiant. Phoenix comes up to her through all the rubble and everything and convinces her to just walk away, to let it go. And
not to die in this fucking church.
They go back to the circus, and what does she see? She sees the tattooed woman seducing that Orgo, and
with her ass right in his face, right.
Yeah,
there,
right there.
Smell it.
You can smell the ass, fresh ass.
I don't think it's that fresh.
He's all throwing those knives at her too, and she's getting all with each knife, she's getting all even more aroused. Oh.
She's all sucking the knives.
Yeah, she's all licking the handle on that knife. Concha, seeing this, gets fucking irate. Orgo hypnotizing Concha.
With those knives.
Yeah. Then all of a sudden, he takes her away, and Phoenix is looking around for her. He sees that she's screwing Orgo, so he hypnotized her into having sex with him. An elephant who's in a lot of pain and he's dying. Huge funeral procession for it, through the streets.
With
and
this big casket.
This huge thing. Really upsets Phoenix to the point where his dad, Orgo, notices this and he's like, you must be a man, don't cry. Come with me, I'm gonna make you a man. Ties him down to this chair and puts this stencil of this phoenix on his chest, just like he's got. Starts poking him and making the tattoo out of this stencil. This isn't a quick thing here either. Like, it's some huge tattoo.
Poor kid's like struggling, like in all this pain and agony.
It's not an afternoon. This is days and days.
It's not a nice afternoon with your father. It's not the kind of afternoons I spent with my dad, that's for sure.
Yeah. During Concha's act, she notices Orgo giving the tattooed woman a pearl necklace. And she gets enraged again and cancels the whole act, catches them starting something, right? It's like
her legs are all up in the air.
Yeah. Rips off this wig of Orgo's. It's all stitched into his scalp.
See all his flesh hanging off his head.
Throws all his acid into his wang.
Onto his balls.
Yeah, and everything. He started all melting his balls up. So he gets pissed off, rightfully so, and he takes 2 knives and cuts her arms off. He slits his own throat, kills himself. I guess because he's got no wang and balls left. What's the point in living? Viewing all of this is Phoenix. The tattooed woman takes her poor deaf and mute daughter and just takes off.
We then see Phoenix grown up in this insane asylum. The doctors want Phoenix to make some friends, so they introduce him to all these other inmates of the insane asylum who aren't really insane.
Right.
Let's say they're just a little different than the rest of us. Take him on a field trip, let's say. Oh boy! A field trip! To go see a movie. There's like this gangster guy there that kind of, come here. It starts like giving him these like free doses of cocaine.
Yeah, like fuck. They like it though.
You know,
Yeah.
He's like, well, come with me, boys, and like he leads all these inmates to like the red light district and gets them to use all their movie money on this prostitute.
That's a hell of a night out.
Phoenix notices the tattooed woman from his past is a prostitute and hanging out and trying to pick up John. We then learn that yes, she is living in that kind of red light district and she still has her daughter with her. All these guys from the army who I guess are on leave, they're all pissed, drunk, walking down the street, and they come to her door, right? And she gets them inside. And this one guy like looks like a monster.
Yeah.
He looks like that Japanese wrestler Giant Baba. She tries to pimp out her daughter on this monster guy, right?
Piece of shit.
She's sleeping, and this Giant Baba monster guy, he's like, picks her up. He's like,
Some Frankenstein guy.
And then she wakes up, and well, she's freaked out, and takes his bottle and breaks it over his head and runs away and like escapes. And sleeps on the top of this truck. Like, good thing the thing didn't drive away in the middle of the night.
It all rolls off.
Phoenix is back at the mental institution, and he looks out the window and he sees his mother standing outside on the street.
With no arms.
So he escapes to be with her. We then see the shadowy figure creep into the tattooed woman's little apartment here and kills her in this magnificent, beautiful scene, which is right out of an Argento movie. Alma, the daughter of the tattooed woman, is now basically walking the streets and kind of homeless, and she sees a poster for this new act. And we find out that Phoenix and his mother, Concha, have created this new act called Concha's Magic Hands, where she does all these routines and stuff, but it's actually Phoenix behind her with his hands doing all the work, right? And it's this crazy production with all these dancers and everything, and backstage one of the dancers tries seducing Phoenix, and he's kind of into it. He likes her. Comes out and he's like in his dad's old outfit, that cowboy, cowboy outfit with
all the sequins things too and everything.
And he's got the knives, and he starts doing the knife throwing routine with her, and she's getting all turned on.
What is it about getting knives thrown at you?
I don't know. Concha walks in on this and sees it and instantly gets kind of jealous, and she's able to kind of hypnotize Phoenix into actually killing the woman with the knives. You kind of get a glimpse behind the scenes the way that Phoenix and his mother live, and we find out that he's basically her slave, and she lives like a queen.
Treating him like shit, too.
She's got all these nice robes and everything on, and he's behind her doing everything for her. Knitting and playing the piano, and she like fucking scolds him for doing things wrong.
But that Conja's got a pretty sweet deal, man. No arms.
Kind of suck having no arms, though.
I'm not listening!
Well, zombies Halloween. No! No, this channel!
I'll tell you something, that freak, she needs some serious discipline. I mean, you go around like a little bitch. Give me a fucking break, probably a queer.
Hey, what's that for?
It's for jacking off!
John Carpenter? Yeah, but if you had somebody to do the work for you, I think it would be pretty good.
But what if you couldn't hypnotize them?
I command my hands to grab my beer! Come on, I gotta take a piss! Come on!
I'm not touching that.
No, come on, you gotta hold my wing!
No, I'm not even opening up your fly.
Ah, come on, well, at least undo my zipper or something!
No.
Fuck!
Too late.
Too late. Arms is good.
Told you. So Phoenix goes to this venue and sees this wrestling match where it's this female wrestler who's like humongous, muscular, obviously played by a man with fake boobs and dubbed with a female voice, and just like manhandles all these luchadors and everything. He goes backstage and asks her out. She's into him, and he invites her over to this little theater at home, and there's one seat in a little stage, and he does like a little magic trick for her to try to, win her over, and she's enjoying it. Until he opens this sarcophagus that's supposed to be empty, and his mother's in there. Commands him to kill this female wrestler, and they have this big fight and everything.
Yeah, and actually Phoenix is on the losing end, too.
Break my arms! He's like begging the wrestler to break his arms because he doesn't want to use them anymore. But he ends up overpowering her and ends up killing her. So eventually Alma does track down Phoenix, goes right into their house. She's trying to lure him away. He's always been in love with her ever since they were kids. His mother appears and commands him to kill Alma. Stuck between the two, right?
Yeah.
And that's where we're gonna end the plot. So if you want to see how Santa Sangre ends, watch the movie. Fantastic.
Yeah. It's weird and bizarre.
But not for the sake of being weird and bizarre.
Exactly.
It's not weird and bizarre just cause. It tells a story.
Yeah, and it tells it in a very artsy and stylistic and unique way. There's no other movie like this.
Like some artsy movies, they're trying to tell a story, but you have to really fucking dig to find the story. In this case, it's pretty obvious what they're trying to say. It's just done in a very stylistic, neat, artsy way. It's not a super pretentious fucking movie that you're like, oh god.
Yeah.
Ugh.
This movie might not even be horror.
It's everything.
Yeah,
This movie
maybe
has everything in it, really. It's genreless. It's like the Beach Boys. The Beach Boys aren't pop music, it's not rock music, it's the Beach Boys. It's a genre. The first thing you'll notice while watching this movie is that it's just a beautiful movie.
Yeah.
It's shot in such a beautiful way that even though the scenes that are grotesque and sick are beautiful.
Contrast in the movie too, right?
Yeah, like when Concha gets her arms cut off, it's like just bloody and her arms are flying off, and you're like, man, what a beautiful shot.
The music playing at the same time, the way it's filmed and the angles, it's beautiful. And it's got a lot of surrealistic imagery and a lot of really cool settings. There's that one dream sequence where there's all those graves and paints the women white.
Before he buries them?
Yeah, and it's like almost, I think, to cleanse them, they all start getting up out of the ground and start haunting him. And it's like, holy shit, that whole scene is crazy.
Great scene.
Yeah.
Yeah. Of course, the circus. You can't go wrong with a cool circus setting.
Yeah.
The church.
Yeah.
The Santa Sangre church is in a really cool, with that big, huge pool of blood. It's pain! The mental asylum.
Mm-hmm.
It looks more like a zoo.
Yeah, and he's like, Phoenix is on that log and all
Yeah.
that. Like, what the fuck? That's what monkeys do.
Which is interesting, the fact they make the mental institution look like a zoo.
Yep.
That's on purpose. When they go to the red light district, it's like almost like a musical at that point. You can tell it's a set, and it's almost shot like a musical. They're like characters.
Exactly,
you know?
yeah. Phoenix and his mother's house, very beautiful, right?
But also derelict at the same time.
It's like devoid of
Yeah.
something.
Yeah,
right?
it is. Yeah. It's like a shell.
Yeah,
Kind of like the same way that Phoenix is a shell,
yeah.
you know? And they're just living in this shell of something.
Something missing.
The same way Phoenix is, you know?
That brings us to the symbolism of the movie, and this movie is chock full of it.
The big one is the Phoenix and the Phoenix tattoo.
Mm-hmm.
I thought was very interesting. Like, we both made the same notes about the tattoos
Yeah,
in this movie. For example, the tattooed woman is really kind of what people think of tattoos nowadays. She's a free spirit. It's my body. I can do whatever I want with
yeah.
it, and it's mine.
It's a canvas,
Yeah.
right?
But with Phoenix, it's like a branding.
Mhm.
It's like, I own you now. Your destiny is set in stone to be living in my shadow.
Yeah. You're condemned. This is condemning you,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, you're forever a circus actor,
Yeah,
and that's all you're ever gonna be
yeah.
at that age.
None of us have tattoos either.
No, yeah, well, there was that one I got removed, you know, after that crazy night of drinking and watching Halloween 6.
Oh, Jesus! What the hell? Oh. Oh. What is this? Bush. Oh, my head.
The idea of the phoenix itself is being reborn, born from the ashes, right? Not to give anything away at the end of the movie, but he's redeemed, right? He's
Reborn.
yeah, he's reborn just like a phoenix.
But he's also condemned in another way, which is like, it's a happy ending, but it's not a happy ending
That's
at the
right.
same time.
That's right.
And the way they use like the knives to like
Yeah.
symbolize like, you know, things that are phallic, you know,
Yeah.
he's throwing the knives and the women are getting aroused by it.
Penetration.
Yeah, it's like, it's in your face, but it works.
Yeah.
The same thing with the pearl necklace that Orgo gives the tattooed woman. He gives her a fucking pearl necklace in front of his wife. Like, yeah, of course you're gonna get acid thrown on your balls.
Wouldn't expect anything less, really. The whole little subplot of the invisible man, too, right? Because that's exactly how Phoenix feels in between his parents.
He gets all obsessed with the movie.
Yeah.
He's like trying to actually like make the concoction.
Yeah, he's trying to be invisible, you know? Like, it's all kind of weird, but it's how he feels. Because his mother overshadows him, making him do everything that she wants. He doesn't have his own life.
Which is one of the main themes in this movie. It really, I think, is the biggest theme in this movie is living in your parents' shadow and kind of being born, almost being born in your parents' shadow. Not just living, but being born into this destiny that you're expected to fulfill, you know?
Yeah.
Like, when his dad tattoos him, it's like,
That's it.
That's it.
That's what you are.
and then after that, when he shows up in his dad's outfit, already living that destiny, living in his dad's shadow.
Yeah.
And same thing when his mom becomes armless and he's doing he's living in her shadow. Well, he is her
yeah,
shadow.
Yeah, he is her.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Yeah, and it's I think, well, it's obvious that they're talking about that. So controlled by your parents that you become a puppet. And the same thing goes with religion too. Like, they have their own weird religion, you know? The circus, the religion of the circus, which he's born into.
Well, yeah, there's this, that's like the dad's religion.
Yeah.
Then the mother's religion is the Santa Sangre thing. So he's like torn between those two. They're two completely different worlds, right? And he's almost forced to choose.
Or expected to do both.
Or, which
know?
you can't do.
Yeah.
So you gotta do one or the other.
Or do your own thing.
Like the mother is extremely intolerant of anything.
Outside of what she wants.
Yeah, like absolutely. Like she gets extremely jealous and angry and over the top. And it's like, no, you should be a lot more tolerant and forgiving.
Definitely commentary on parenting.
Yeah.
It's also a commentary on jealousy, I think, too, because like the mother's jealousy destroys everything in her path. It destroys her husband, even though he's in the wrong too.
It's a piece of garbage.
And destroys her son. Like, her jealousy wreaks havoc. His dad's lust also wreaks havoc beyond repair. Lust destroys and how jealousy destroys. Like the two major sins.
Yeah,
right?
I was just gonna say the sins.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that ties into the religion thing with the Santa Sangre stuff.
And the serpent, they talk about the awful serpent, and the tattooed woman almost represents the serpent that weaves her way into Eden and destroys the Garden of Eden.
And that'll bring us to the characters, because one of the most interesting characters in this movie is Alma, I think. And she's the redeeming quality in the whole movie, right?
She's also the character you see the least.
She's always there, but you don't see her. And and she's deaf and mute. So that has something to say about everything too, right? You can't hear no evil, you speak no evil.
Yeah.
Right? Everybody in this movie is a piece of garbage. And then you see Alma as the complete antithesis of that.
Yeah.
Right? It's like...
She is the goodness that kind of sprouts through and is able to grasp onto what's left of Phoenix's goodness.
Right, yeah.
And try to bring him back. As being a deaf mute in the white face paint, it's just like, it's so symbolic, right? And all the characters are great in this. They're all colorful, like you don't even need to know their names. All look so different, and they all have this distinct look in the way they dress and their physical size and everything.
What they do. And they all have their part to play.
And I like the way that Phoenix, his character changes physically, like, throughout the movie. Like, when you first see him, he's all disheveled and got the beard. He looks like Dave Gahan from fucking Depeche Mode during the devotional tour. Then he gets all clean shaven, and I couldn't help but think that I'm watching fucking Belky from Perfect Strangers for the rest of the movie. So he goes from Dave Gahan to Belky.
That's a Phoenix right there. The music in this movie is, again, it's bizarre.
Bizarre, but it's beautiful at the same way.
Yeah.
The same way this movie is bizarre and beautiful at the same time. And there's that circus music, works really well, but there's also all this contemporary, like, 80s music for all the weird dream sequences that make it more kind of, like, dreamlike. Circus music is, really hammers it home.
It's strange.
Especially at that end scene. Like, when the shit hits the fan and everything's kind of, like, settling. And that weird circus music is playing. It's like, and whoever's singing, it's, like, not in key at all.
Yeah.
But it works.
Yeah.
You know, it's great.
All meant for you to remember it.
Yeah.
Because that's, like... You can't forget this movie.
It is one of the most memorable movies you'll ever watch. Great way to end this review is it's the most memorable movie you'll probably ever watch.
I think that's perfect. And until next time, keep drinking.